What we have here is a fabulous piece of early Netherlandish art, painted in the 15th century. It is of phenomenal quality, of extraordinary detail and beauty. It depicts the Virgin and Child joined by four saints. We have St. Thomas here, St. John the Baptist right here. We have St. Jerome and St. Louis, the French king of the 13th century. The painting is so particular because of its fascinating history. In the early 18th century, the painting was radically transformed. It was at the time with a dealer called William Sykes, and he decided to alter what the picture was all about. He removed the figure of the Virgin and Child, and he removed the figure of St. John the Baptist right here. And he transformed it into a scene of marriage between Henry VII and Queen Elizabeth of York right here. This is clearly visible in a photo that reflects the outlook of the picture up until the 1970s. And it is only in 1977 when Edward Spielman acquired the picture, and he called upon one of the great restorers, David Bull, and took on the very brave project of removing the 18th century overpaint, revealing this sensational underdrawing. It's just sublime. It's a masterpiece by itself. There's sensational refinement throughout the picture. The landscape is of extreme delicacy and beauty. What's phenomenal here as well is the real sense of the fabric and the softness of it. It is just extraordinary. The attribution to Hugo van der Goes was first suggested by Kloosgrim in the 80s when he studied the picture at length, and it was more recently studied by another great scholar, Peter van den Brink, who made an even more in-depth analysis of the picture.
The stylistic correspondence with absolutely documented works by Hugo van der Goes is very compelling and very clear, because it's close both with the famous Portinari altarpiece in Florence or the somewhat earlier altarpiece in Berlin. And you can see it especially in the faces of the figures, the handling of the paint in the hands and feet, and of course the way the drapery has been painted, which is very close to especially the Berlin altarpiece. But the faces look closest to the altarpiece in Florence, to the Portinari altarpiece. And when you compare the underdrawing of the face of the Virgin in our altarpiece to the face of the Virgin in the Portinari altarpiece, they're twin sisters. I cannot believe that it's by a different painter, although one is painted and the other one is only known in an underdrawing. There's no doubt about it that they come from the same hand, and that's Hugo van der Goes.
It's a painting of extreme refinement. It's almost a unique piece. I mean, very rarely will you see the underdrawing exposed to the naked eye. Not only are these early 15th century paintings extremely rare, this is one of the greatest ones left in private hands.